Okay, now this is part of a roof repair, and so if you can see this hole here and this hole, someone has tried to repair this and didn't do too good of a job. So I added this extra board in here so I can these screws were just coming down through here and there was nothing attached to them, so I took them out and I added this extra piece in here that came out at the front end. So what I'm going to do is show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm drilling holes so I can put the new screws through the wood. So then I'm going to use my silicone caulking to caulk it. So okay, now here is one of the screws going in, as you can see. Okay, now where those other two were sticking down, I went ahead and added another piece of wood in here. So now I'm going to put the bolts into them, the two last ones. And then I'm going to add my silicone. Okay. Now, on up through this line up here, down here, and on up through here is my silicone. So this is it for now. Okay, now everybody, I am going to work on getting rid of all this black area off the wood, and I will patch up any weak areas of the walls. So also all of these little nails and this stuff along here all needs to be gotten rid of. Today I'm going to be prepping the wall for the front paneling to go in. So I'm going to be prepping the wall and letting this dry up here in the corner. I'm making sure it's raining right now, so I just want to let you know. You can see the rain hitting the roof. So I'm going to be working on this. I just want to keep testing this out to make sure it doesn't leak. And I'm going to be putting holes, little squares in the corners with removable pieces, so you can stick your finger up in there and see if if it's wet in there, so you don't have to take the whole wall apart. So, and also I'm going to put around these edges, I'm going to use caulk silicone just to, to be able to, so it can channel the water down out of these square holes that I'm going to put. So I'm using this these kind of methods to be able to get rid of this black here. So I'm going to be doing that. Okay, and also I've gotten all of these nails and staples out, so, and also took out a couple more curtain hangers, and so that area's been prepped, and I don't see any water yet. So let's cross our fingers and hope. So I've got the old wood out, and so this is the one here that was, and I've tried to take this remaining one and get rid of as much mold as possible. I'm going to take caulking and put over top of it to seal it up, so the mold can't get out of the wood, because I really don't want to have to take it apart any more than I've already taken it apart to replace any more wood in this thing that I already have. So I would rather not do any more deconstruction than I really have to. Okay, now here is the piece that's going to go in this wall. So I'm just getting it, prefabricated. 2 screws in there. I need to get some more screws. I'm going to go to the garage and get some more screws. And so then this piece will go in this. Here's my update. Okay, I've got all of my insulation in. I've done a lot of foam, expanding foam. So I've got the new piece of paneling in. So, and I made a pillow to go in both skylights, and so that'll keep the heat in. I've had the heat on. It's warm in here, so it's not that cold outside, but it's still warm in here. And so I can put the rest of my paneling up. And then another piece gone up. Okay, these lines I've cut in here are to bend this wood to go into the curve of the ceiling. So. Here's my update. Okay, I've got all of my insulation in. I've done a lot of foam, expanding foam, so I've got the new piece of paneling in, so, and I made a pillow to go in both skylights, and so that'll keep the heat in. I've had the heat on, it's warm in here, so it's not that cold outside, but it's still warm in here. And so I can put the rest of my paneling up, and then another piece gone up. Okay, these lines I've cut in here are to bend this wood to go into the curve of the ceiling. So. Okay, this is the front wall. I'm redoing it because I'm not really satisfied, so I'm using this square here, and I'm just measuring out for the front window. I've decided not to get rid of the front window right now because there are just so many other things to this camper that need to be worked on, so I really need to just, save my money because the aluminum for the front end without the window is going to be expensive. So, okay, and here is my front piece. I tried to piece it together before, but it really didn't work out, so I went ahead and just made one solid piece. That's a lot easier. I have to cut this back some on the bottom and on the right side, so I'm going to go trim it back maybe 1/4 of an inch. Okay, now, I've just put this little piece up in the corner, and so this is my new paneling, and the ceiling, and the cab over. It's pieced together a little bit, but I'm going to use a little bit of wood filler, and I'm going to, for right now, the cabinet over here, just like this, that goes over here, I'm going to put it back here for now until I think about what I'm going to do with this wall and the cabinetry, and make little corner pieces up there for both of these sides, and they're going to be removable just in case it leaks or something. I can take those corner pieces off and, you know, see the water damage if there's water coming in, so I can use that to tell, because with these kind of campers, you never really know if you're leaking until you got damage, water damage, and damaged wood, so this is the way it's going to look, and this foam board, I'm going to paint it black on the inside and outside, so I think it's starting to take shape. So, the last thing I'll have to do is sand down some of the bad places on this paneling. And when I do that, you know, in this front wall, this wall here, I'm going to sand it down and do that little front bulkhead wall too. And so places like this and all these bad places, get some wood fill. And I'm thinking about taking some scrap wood like this and peeling off the outside layer and making it into veneer. I mean, I can cut little circular pieces of veneer and put them in the screw holes, you know. Maybe I can do it that way. I'll just experiment and see what works well. And this little wall there, I may replace that side wall eventually. And so eventually, this fake wood here, I'd like to either get some really good really dark varnish to put over top of this artificial paneling. You know, just some stain, you know, translucent stain, so you can still see the wood grain through it, but make it a lot darker, you know. Maybe it won't look as fake, so I'll try to get a shot of this back here. And then my little curtain track is going to go in between the white and the wood. So that's where the curtain track's going to be, and it's going to kind of hide your seam there.